What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. Another Tuesday NBA stream with my guy Ryan from Profit Duel. As always, on our streams on the Best Sweat channel, as well as the NBA streams, we're going to be going through the entire NBA slate, trying to find as many, not just best bets with EV that we find, but also any opportunities with the bonuses that are available at Caesars, FanDuel, BetMGM, DraftKings, wherever you guys can get down. There's a tool called Profit Duel that Ryan works for and gives you the best ways to maximize those promotions. So we'll dive into all of those as well. But Ryan, last week we had a pretty fun overall stream, and this week we want to go game by game as well as a plus EV. So, any in this last 7 days, anything new pop out to you from just a betting perspective? Any edges, or we're just diving into the EV and we'll see what we find for today?
We got to just dive back into honestly, Eric. I've had a long like week, and I have, besides our stream, I haven't been betting a ton on the NBA. So I'm very much looking forward to this because I did take a little hiatus, if I'm being honest, past the stream. So this week I'm really diving back in, and so not besides me taking a little bit of time off from betting. Now I'm back. That's my update.
I absolutely love that. All right, so let's see what we got from an EV perspective, and we will again go game by game. We'll go boost by boost, and we'll make sure we're maximizing it and finding the best value that we could find here. Of course, you're gonna have 365 on top of the board from an purely EV perspective. It's some Bet Rivers. I mean, like a Keontae George right here at even money to market. I need to do 365. This is kind of a no-brainer if you're not limited there so far. A little bit of PRA for Josh Hart. We got some Knicks Wizards. See, trying to look for FanDuel DK just, of course, to find the most widely available stuff for like everybody. But of course, we'll take what we can get elsewhere. This Peyton Pritchard, Ryan, is this kind of enough said right here as well?
Yeah, I'm seeing if I can get down on that at the current moment. It looks like you can go across Hard Rock, Bet365, and BetMGM, so you can get down on a couple of smaller markets there, or smaller lower limit places there across the board. Let me see if
I'm trying to get in right now on this Pritchard at MGM. Take whatever they'll give me.
I'm hopping in right now too. NBA. You know what we skipped over too. We didn't go down the injury report, but we can do that when we go. We can go game by game and just see like what we're working with here.
Great call out. Yeah, we'll do that game by game when we go into the games. We'll see what's coming out. We got a Porzingis listed to play, Neesmith listed out, and Nembhard listed out. So we do have some things coming in as we speak. A lot of Pacer news actually coming in. Siakam rest. There's a lot of things going on there.
Yeah.
But let me log into here. I hate how long MGM takes to log in.
We also, I know it just took me. I had to accept a new term of service and a whole other yada yada yada. Just we also have. We have trade deadline coming up. We have big moves in the NBA. Like next week's stream will be completely different. Could be a completely different landscape than this week's stream. Harden's now wants out of LA. We have potentially Giannis on the move. So the NBA landscape could look a little different. Next week.
Absolutely. We'll also have to monitor as we get closer to all-star break festivities and whatnot, which teams are showing a plus effort and which teams are not. That's obviously going to be big thing there. But I got on a picture there. Actually, I put $10 down. No limit at all. Let's see if I can double bet that, honestly.
I got 12.23, so maybe that's what you'll get.
Yep, 12.23. It is for Peyton Pritchard, so we'll take that as we go. But across all books there. Let's go game by game here because we're already like low in the EVs, and like yes, we could just sit here and talk 365 the whole time, and I'm sure it'll help some of you guys, and I want to help as many of you guys as possible, but we got to try to find some more widely available stuff.
We also could just we also at one point too we can search in this EV tool just like each game and see what it's looking like and see where we can find some opportunities.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so what do we got? Nuggets, Pistons. That's the first.
All right, so let me pull up another odds screen just to quickly be able to be in the same markets here. This game, Nuggets, Pistons, Denver, Detroit should be laying 4.5, total 228.5. So pretty relatively high, of course, home favorites here. Got the big dogs. From an injury report so far, we have Christian Braun questionable. Aaron Gordon out. Cam Johnson out for Denver. And for Detroit,
Mhm.
Karis LeVert is questionable. So a couple of injuries noted there that we can utilize to try to find some value here.
Yeah, so that means Detroit's for the most part kind of at basically at full strength.
Mhm.
And I think Jaron Duran just got not Jaron Duran, Jesus. What the heck's his name? Their center?
Uh,
The Pistons.
for it's not Duran. Yeah, Jalen Duran.
Is it Duran? Or I'm mixing him up with the freaking baseball player that's on
Gary
the Red
Durant.
Sox. Yeah.
It's Duran. D-U-R. Let's see. Actually, where is it? Not gonna have a 3-point prop. See, double, but he's priced at right here. Jay Darren, Detroit. Double
Oh yeah,
is
okay.
actually minus 115 at 365. According to Penny, that's not amazing by any means. But market, what's Jokic at these days? Out of curiosity, yeah, minus 280 at Penny for a double.
That's actually not that crazy though, dude. 280 for him? I feel like he should be like minus 4 or 500 on a on a daily basis. That's even
I
just for a
agree.
double.
Let's just even take it to like a stat perspective because I'm just curious, like, all right, like why is it so low then if we do expect it to be it's like I know Detroit is it just simply they're just a great rebounding team? Is that enough to like solidify the market? Like, let's see, fifth in rebounds allowed for whatever that's worth. But obviously Jokic is kind of defying those numbers and in all capacities. It seems low. Let me get Jokic pulled up here just to take a look at him.
Let's see. I'm gonna put
Jokic. Okay, even I'm curious. Like I know, obviously, yeah, 256 on Novak's actually the best price here. Not that hit rate matters, but I'm curious. 85% of the season
yeah, that's
applied
what I mean.
probability here. Yeah, you're. I haven't been monitoring, odds of Jokic DD this season, but take a look at some like price history here, looking at how it's moved. A little bit of two-way action so far in this one.
Yeah. I mean, what's the spread on the game? Is there any like are they expected to the Pistons just expected to blow him out? But half the time he's got a triple double by the end of that at halftime.
It's a 4.5-point spread, Detroit home favorite, so it's not so egregious by any means, one
No,
way or another.
no, that's not crazy at all.
No. Like, what's his PRA sitting at here? PRA at 43.5. Penny's at 42.5, but heavily juiced. At minus 145, but only $250 max bet as well in this market. So,
Mhm.
let's see. I mean, very interesting. I'm going to also pull up quickly, look at the boost that we have while we're kind of just looking through it. Any player in this matchup specifically that you're like intrigued by, or we can easily a lot of other games on the slate can just always move on if there's not like a
I
player we
saw
want.
I saw something popped up for Duncan Robinson's assists for me on DraftKings, and I'm trying to look at it to see what it looks like across the board under 1.5.
See, Duncan Robinson assists under 1.5, minus 107 here at DK, minus 110 at Novig. Looks like this minus 107 is best price. Actually, Bovada minus 105, best price.
Hmm. Yeah, it popped up. FanDuel, it only has a one-way line on the over there.
Yes.
I mean, Novig, you can kind of see too, is not a perfect market at the moment. They're both minus on both sides, so
Yeah.
not super efficient of a market at the current moment. That might be one that I take a shot on, just considering the rest of the markets, minus odds, and FanDuel is plus 102. I might take a small one, small take there. I would assume FanDuel probably be around minus 120, minus 130 mark if you were to add in a
Actually,
6% juice there.
yeah, if you actually, yeah. Because that whole percentage that would be sitting according to really where they stand on these props anyway. So this 107 at DK and the under, that's what you're looking for. So I actually think it makes a
Yeah,
ton of sense. And if we want to even just double check, not that again, the hit rates are going to be the
I think he
game
averages
changer.
like 1.5, maybe. Like we're talking, he's You know what I
I
wanted to bring
remember.
up from our stream last week too? I think Zubac when I think I took him 4 plus says I think he finished with 3 and I think he had his 4 opportunities and there was a
No,
there was a miss in there.
he had his perfect. That's exactly what we were betting on. We were betting on the opportunity, sure, the potential assists were all there. Duncan Robinson assists. I mean, like getting him outside this one outlier performance against Brooklyn where he was feeling like Magic Johnson mixed with Larry Bird here with his 8 assists. Actually, Duncan Robinson, like, funny how low these numbers are. Even a 3 potential. I mean, not that this is like actually predicating what we'd like bet it on, because like
Mhm.
even that way we're betting on a minus 107 out of 50% chance technically. With that being said, I could see from a market perspective why this is a good bet, and I'll actually take this with you right now. I've seen enough to get involved here.
Yeah, let's do it. Um, hopefully it moves our way and closes our way. But seeming with everyone healthy for Detroit for the most part, to be at full strength. So,
Yes, absolutely.
but
So we have
that's
the
the only thing that I've seen so far for this game specifically on my end. Um,
yeah, let's this is a great start though. Never going to complain about finding, some good value here. Can look at, if we want to get crazy and just take a fun look at some, not like first basket, that's like too crazy. I mean, we have a Jokic in a game, so I guess it's never a bad thing to just look at the triple double odds, but obviously not expecting to find anything good, especially from a Jokic from a price perspective. This picture
yeah,
shows you
he's
kind of
plus
everything.
odds though. Plus 281 on FanDuel on DraftKings all the way down to and it's only plus 210 on what's called. You can see kind of the market sits probably about if you're using Novig as like an indicator, Novig, a combo of Novig and Pinnacle right there too.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
probably sits around 280. It is probably fair to those. Pinnacle even more, 300 seems like a 300 seems like a little 300 310 seems like a little bit more of a fair thing, but they got a little bit more juice. Huh.
So is this, I mean,
No, I would stay away personally, but I wouldn't blame you for going 281 on Jokic on DraftKings here. That's very widely available.
the
And that's a
way I'm
big
thinking,
discrepancy off from DK or from FanDuel.
and the way I'm thinking about playing this, I mean, because I'm looking at my DK boost as we speak, and there is a 30% boost on a 4-leg SGP plus. Can definitely just keep this in the bet slip for now and see if you find 3 other legs. And like this is just one of those legs on a
Yeah,
low
yeah,
parlay.
yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah, that is a good spot too. You can sometimes build it on DK too. Just build the 10 plus assists and 10 plus rebounds in there, and that'll just take up 2 of your legs.
That's a great call. So let's actually they can play around with that. I mean, we'll move on to the next game. I'll do this kind of in the background here, but I am gonna see what we can build with DK, building off
Yeah,
this Jokic.
my flyer for this game is if you have Hard Rock is also Asar Thompson 25 plus points at plus 10K. So that's my that's my flyer. That's my flyer for this game if we have one.
I saw Thompson points 25 plus. We're getting a well, I mean his baseline is that's 9.5 number.
Yeah.
25 plus is plus. Oh my god, you got to bet that at 100 to 1.
Yeah, so or yeah, 101. Sorry. I always mess up that number naming.
Yeah, if you're a Hard Rock account haver, just look at the market there. Like that's just
That's my flyer. I'll try to give some flyers on each of these games that we go through to your from one. I throw my $10 on there that I get on Hard Rock and hopefully make 1,000.
I love it. So lock in play for that game. Duncan Robinson under assist. And we also are liking the Jokic TD. So what I'm going to do is again, I'm going to have a DK slip with that in there. We'll see if you can find any more bets throughout the course of the stream, like we do with the NFL. We always are putting bets in the slip, waiting to go. But let's look at Utah
Perfect.
Jazz, Indiana Pacers from a spread perspective. This is Utah minus 1.5. Indiana. Both these teams obviously kind of suck. 233.5 total. So still a expecting a lot of points from this potential garbage bowl here. But let's also the injury report, which I mentioned earlier. Let's see if there are even a ton of props open for this game because I see what's his name? TJ McConnell listed out. Andrew Nemhard listed out. Aaron Nesmith listed out. Benedict Mathurin listed out. Pascal Siakam listed out. So kind of enough said right there.
Jeez, so this is kind of a shit show of a game. Sorry, I'm looking up at my screen over here too.
Yeah, you're all good. This might honestly, there's a pretty good amount of games on the board if this is a shit show where could of course be times where that does equate to finding some great value. Could also be times where there's just too much uncertainty. It's worth kind of leaving alone here. What's your overall view though?
I think just without, I think it'll be tough. I probably would stay away from this one just without doing on my further due diligence. The markets are probably going to move a ton based on who's betting on them here.
Absolutely. I entirely
I
agree.
would probably stay away from this one.
Yeah, this game is unfortunately too much injury news, which yeah, is all in the game. No big deal. Knicks Wizards though. We could talk some New York basketball here. The Knicks are laying 12.5 on the road against the crappy. Well, I mean, actually, looking at the pricing, it's a 12.5, 115 at MGM, where like bookmaker Circa and Penny are all 13. It's not that much. It's not really that good of value. But either way, Knicks big favorites in DC here. And from an injury perspective, looking at underdog right now, we're seeing Mitchell Robinson and Juice McBride are out. And for the Wizards, Trey Johnson, Tristan Vucevic, Trey Young, and Cam Whitmore all out for the Wizards here hosting the Knicks. And just to confirm, so I did do a parlay of Jokic assists and rebounds to see if it was better than triple double. It's not, so we'll keep that one leg in there.
Yeah, I actually looked at it. I have a little bonus bet too on DraftKings too, so I might try to combine that the Jokic triple double with something else we find to get it into that +5, +600 range.
Yeah, absolutely. But Knicks Wizards, obviously massive spread, big blowout potential here. No Trey Young for Washington here. Let's
Is he ever gonna play?
I don't know, bro. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the answer is no.
I think he said he might sit out, so just be done for the season.
Yeah, that means that checked out. And also, again, we have just to mention with the King of the Court bonus, which we'll switch over to Profit Duel. I guess after this game, I lock that in. Some pretty good contenders here with Jokic playing, Luka playing, Shai playing, Giannis playing, Johnson. A lot of big names on the board. So we might have to go deep down the board for this one today.
Well, that's good though when there's a lot of these big names on the board, because if you get one of these other guys, and it hits, I think a potential in this game for the Knicks is Sarr won it one week, and I think the bonus bet was like $900 for him, and he's got to go off, but he did win it. He either won it or came in second one week. I can't remember off the top of my head.
I think he won. I think he won the other week.
Yeah. It was, and he went off. It was definitely a nice bonus bet.
Looking at some Sarr props.
I'm seeing too just pop up for me on what I'm seeing too is what's his face Carrington over on his FanDuel dropped on his boards to +102, and DraftKings is still, and the rest of the market's kind of still +126. Let me see. Let me know if you're seeing the same.
Bub Carrington under boards.
Overboards. See, look, it looks like
+102 FanDuel, +126 at DK. Yes.
It looks like it's a little bit better on Hard Rock, but I don't know why that dropped. If that FanDuel was first, can you pull up, and they have a little chart, right, that pulls up what it looks like? No, they've been sitting. So they're just taking a stand here.
They're just taking a stand here because they were in that price range. No, they dropped. So that happened just an hour ago, not even.
And DK, the market didn't follow.
Market did not follow DK since that point in time. Technically, in a sense, I guess, not really.
Yeah.
And where they started at 110 at an open and only went up. So nobody is following FanDuel here. And I mean, the only other questionable injury for Washington
just dropped again.
It just dropped again to even money. Anthony Gill is questionable. I don't know if he's like the key cog in this machine here. I mean, even though from just straight EV, this is +111 at Bookmaker too. DVing from Bookmaker and FanDuel at 126. Like, this is best price. Hard Rock at the 135 though. That's again Hard Rock. That's just like that's a bet. I think this is honestly a bet as well. This character.
Would you take a stab here? It looks like Novig and Profit are also in line with FanDuel. You can almost get an ARB. You can almost get an ARB here. If you look at like Novig plus 129 or minus 129, Profit I think was plus minus 129. So this is probably a spot that I would bet.
I'm in. Bub
Right.
Carrington, a little bit of love in DC against the Knicks. I'm in. Player rebounds, Bub Carrington. This is a see if it's like a 4+ or over 3.5. It is a 4+ plus 126.
It's always better when it's in that little 4+ category too for your account's sake. They love the little that they love that slider more than they like the you going into the other ones.
They absolutely do. So a little
They love
Carlton
overs too, so
love overs. We're betting a ton of overs. I mean, we definitely bet our fair share of unders all the time, but we're just seeing we're taking the board of what it gives us. It's not entirely up to us with what ends up happening. The board has to give us what it gives us, and we just have to make the decisions off of where the board is standing.
The other one I just saw pop in this game, same deal in DK, is I just talked about Sar as a potential guy to do this, but Sar under on his boards, 7.5, I think.
Let's pull them up.
It's really low EV, so I don't know, but I think FanDuel's heavily juiced to the under, whereas DK and some other places are down. So yeah, DK minus 140, FanDuel all the way to minus 180.
195 at Profit X.
Yeah, so they're big on him not to grab some boards tonight.
And this is Bovada minus 135. That's a pretty good price there if you have Bovada. 140. Honestly, do we add this to the Jokic TD? Yeah. Or is it worth adding, I guess, both of the legs that we just talked about, the Carrington and this?
Yeah, I mean, I could get involved with that. I have a I could this could work for me too. Let's build it out.
Oh, this went to that's Middleton. I was going to say it dropped 3 cents, but no, it's the wrong player. Dropped 3 cents. Carrington 3+. Brunson just dropped. Milton actually did just drop. Funny enough, and then Sar plus 1279. The issue is for my boost, at least. My boost DK is making me bet a 4-legger like a degenerate.
One more.
Yeah. But that being said, I think we'll be able to find one more leg pretty easily. We're only through 3 games here.
Yeah, no, we should be all right. Yeah, I mean, this is a little correlated too. A little correlated action too here too. You assume Star goes under, if Bub goes over, we got a little more rebounds to go around his way. So, all right, yeah, let's we can move on from there. We got 3 legs in. Hopefully we get another one and we can lock that in. We'll go through like 1 or 2 more and then we could pop over and see if we want for King of the Court, or we'll just keep going down. See what we got.
Let's find the final leg for this lay. Hopefully it's in this next game, which I'm sure it honestly probably can be and will be. Oh, something just moved in the slip. But I'm curious what odds moved. Sorry, moved to 149. It's still worth with the boost. It's still gonna be good. I'm not going out of the way to like changing legs.
Yeah. We're still pretty good to FanDuel there. In general,
Sar went to 6.5, 114.
What's up?
Sar went to 6.5, 114.
Oh, so we just lost the whole board.
Yep. Now that leg.
Never mind.
And Bub went to plus 131. So that was just some big movement on both sides there. And the whole way went up to plus 1671. All right. So we just we'll keep evaluating. We have enough straight bets in where we're like, this is like the fun cherry on top. So I'm not mad about missing things here.
Yeah. We'll take what we can get there and then kind of go from there.
Now it's dropping as well. Sar just went to plus. Okay, so Sar is getting hit as we speak. You picked the time where you hopped on in to get us in there, where shit was bad to start going back and forth on the battlefield there. So funny market timing, good market timing, all in all. Carrington just dropped to plus 109. Sar dropped to minus 150 under 7.5. This shit is moving. I think we just gotta find a leg, bro. Let's find a leg and capitalize on some of this.
Yeah, geez. All right.
Okay, we got Doncic. Obviously, he's a prime candidate for everything. Net side, of course, from a spread perspective, we have a Lakers laying 8.5 in Barclays, 222.5 total. So obviously Nets defense has actually been playing pretty well when Cam Thomas is not around, but he's been around, and that's kind of been bringing them back to their issues. The Lakers leave role players and shooters open all the time. Honestly, with the Lakers, bro, you could sometimes play a game of like, which role player do you think they're just gonna like ignore to like put up like at least like 10 points at like the minimum to like honestly be able to ladder to like 20 plus.
That tweet yesterday, people were tweeting all about like how Landry Shamet went off the other day, and they were just like, yeah, the Lakers just leave role players open consistently who shoot good.
Yeah, and that's not a
Crazy.
great strategy, but for us, I mean, I'm not not opposed to seeing what we find here. So MPJ's interesting. We're looking at rebounds currently. Let's take a look at some three-pointer stuff here.
MPJ is a great candidate for the king of the court as well. Someone who does put up a ton of gaudy numbers, especially with the Nets, and he's probably like eighth or ninth down the board.
Okay. Okay. Have you cross-referenced with Providence? Do you want to pull it up right now, or is MPJ like a great starting point, or just
No, I'm just names I'm mentioning. I look at
yeah,
these names where like SAR and MPJ, where they're like, outside of the top
yeah,
guys, but like it absolutely have the potential to go over.
absolutely. Definitely
I tried
somebody.
also. I'm in like a bunch of like discords and just in the gambling Twitter community too. I try to stay off of like some of the guys too that other cappers do give out, because that ends
Mhm.
up being like a larger following on top of it. So
Definitely a little bit of a gamesmanship going on there. Um, but right now, looking at the market, Reeves
a
threes. I
lot of stuff has
mean,
moved in that game that we were just looking at too. Jeez.
yeah, we whatever again, like back and forth to I guess like originators or groups we're having. I was not expecting to get caught in the crossfires there, but that's exactly
Yeah.
what what we did. But I mean,
Yeah.
when it comes to the bet that we took straight, which was the Bub Carrington rebounds, that bet already has line value. So like, yeah, we're trying
Yeah.
to get this parlay built out with some more value, but like the trigger that we pulled was the proper one so far. So I mean, we'll see
Yeah. I
where
mean,
it closes.
if we got in the SAR rebounds, so if you got under 7.5 at -140, well, we just were talking about it right there too. That was nice.
Was
Did you
unfortunately
did you
I
see?
did
I
not.
saw like a Luka line right there. That could be a nice add to the end of the parlay if you want to make it really juicy. Were you looking at the threes, or
I was looking
was
at
that a
first step
rebound? Oh,
down.
here. I mean,
This
it's not nothing crazy, but if you wanted to just like if you wanted to go over 2.5, not at like a high number, if you just wanted a leg, I mean that's 50 cents off. It's not probably not plus EV leg, but if you want to just close it out with a something, I do look for these from time to time to just close out some of these boosted parlays where I'm basically probably getting a bet that's like neutral EV when it's all said and done. And I'm the EV comes from the other legs.
Yep. And this is like I don't want to say free square because nothing is a free square. That's never the terminology. But like
No, yeah,
when you are maximizing your boost, the move is to like get some chalk involved and then some of the plus money, like longer shots that do have some EV to market. And Luca 3 threes is definitely of that caliber. Now the only thing is because of how the SAR line as well as the Carrington line have moved, like
route.
we can like double back and like check on them, or we could just lock in the slip at plus 26.18 and somewhat trust the process for I'm assuming I'm me. Actually give me $10 max bet here instead of the 5. Surprisingly, maybe because it's a 4-legger, not a 3-legger.
Yeah, I mean,
So, because I am curious about SAR and just see
no,
where the
sorry, you probably have to. The SAR leg is now play. Yeah, see what it looks like because he's 6.5 and plus odds now, where it's that's not as enticing.
no,
Or it is
it's
enticing,
not.
but it might not be the plus EV leg that we had initially in the slip there.
It's still best in market for whatever that is worth, and with the boost, it still will be. So, like, hence why we're checking is because for exactly what you just mentioned. But it's not like this conclusively told us that like this is a terrible leg. Get rid of it.
Hmm. No, I know. What is his 7.5? Can you switch it to 7.5? What does that look? Oh, it's right there.
Yeah,
Oh
seven and a
yeah,
half.
so they moved to like minus no VIGs minus 192. Oh
FanDuel,
yeah,
yeah,
okay,
look
so
already there. Oh, did not mean to do that.
Jeez.
FanDuel was
All right.
yeah 180, 186. So then it's back to the Bub as well, who was another leg that
Yeah, Bub jumped to plus 109 now too. So we got it seems like we've got some nice CLV there to start right now. Hopefully it closes that way, but
I'm
directionally
locking in
we're
this.
seemingly all right.
I'm locking in this boost, honestly. Like we could, of course, go through the process of finding more legs. There's a FanDuel boost also. Like we're talking about a $10 little lay here. I locked it in.
All right.
Bub over bounds, Sar under bounds, Jokic triple double, Luca 3 threes. If that's not a fun way to spend the Tuesday night, I don't know what is. Let's look at little profit duel, and let's I'll pull it up in 1 second here, and let's look at some of the options for King of the Court here and Maximize. So I have the setup all set up for Profit Duel, and this is again a platform to help you make the most out of all of your sportsbook promotions, make the most of your bonus bets, find risk-free cash, make the most of all the opportunities. So of course we have the DraftKings King of the Court here. So primary sportsbook.
Yeah, let's see what we got. See some options here. Cooper Flag. He didn't just have 50.
Dude, so I streamed last week, the day after you and I streamed, and the day he had that not the massive game, but the game before the massive game, and we took 10 plus bounds plus 880 boosted, so that was a beautiful bang.
Oh,
that
really?
Next day.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. So I'm all for Flag. Cooper Flag has my recency bias. Like, I'm all about the kid.
I mean, this is not. This could I could be in for Cooper Flag too. Seems like you get the rating right now is 104.9. So this is an ARB to MGM. If you can get your $5 in and just you can switch that stake to $5. I mean, you just literally put like I'm sure you can get $5 more on MGM, and we have a risk-free shot at Cooper Flag here to to go down the board and be our King of the Court.
Yeah, absolutely. I could definitely be convinced about Cooper Flag because like I said, he's in my good spirits here, and this is a good bet. But let's even take a look at other options, just also showcase a little bit more of what you can do with Profit Duel. I mean, a Josh Hart player assists under 5.5, and then the secondary sports book you can also set it is on like your state and what you have available to use. So
I'm losing you for a second. I don't know if that was just me.
Settings, so it can be the sports books that are available to you in your state. Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, he's a good choice too.
Cooper Flag is definitely the more fun sweat, I think. Let's see Bam now rating. So free 1 cent. Realistically,
yeah, I mean it's just a risk-free shot. Like this is if you want, you can risk the $5 if you want. We give you the tools to put it together so you don't have to risk anything. And if Cooper Flag, I'm sure Cooper Flag would be a hefty bonus bet if it comes down to it. So
unless we got everybody who's saw the recent success and is trying to back on the kid bandwagon, but no, Cooper Flag is. I mean, I'd rather do Cooper Flag over Bam, but for no other reason than like I'm team kid. I'm pro the kid right now. I love seeing him ball. I love seeing the people on Twitter throwing shade like, yo, these kids in college are better than he is, but like, bro, he is quite literally top 50 in the league. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's a wild. I mean, that's just a wild thing discourse that they got going on right now.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Even if maybe you could say he wouldn't be like the best prospect, whatever. Like he's still doing well in the league. Like I don't know. He was like they were talking about him that potentially as a generational talent at coming out of last draft, and now he would be like they're saying he would be like the sixth in the class. I'm like, okay, there's no.
While the kid sits and drops 19.78 in the National Basketball Association, and he's not in college. Yeah. And it was this 49-point banger because it was the Hornets game. He had the 10 rebounds. Regardless, though, minutes 34. I mean, I guess I'll check out. Like, let's take a quick flip here, look at some flag stuff. I mean, minutes 34. All in all, like we know what we're expecting here, and also with Kyrie getting the left knee surgery. Obviously, Cooper Flag has been on ball and has stepped up and just improved as his rookie campaign has gone on. But let's even just look at Bam out of curiosity, some numbers. I mean, obviously not caring about his like 31 minutes, rebound chances are high. I mean, I don't know. I'd rather I think still take a guy like Flag who definitely has like I think more boom potential overall.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm looking down the leaderboard right now too. Like, for today, I mean, you got Jokic, Doncic, Giannis, SGA, Jalen Johnson, Jalen Brown, Cade, Tyrese, Denny. I mean, these are guys who all average, 40 plus PRA. So any guy outside of that list, I think, if is a good pick for this thing, because you're going to see, like, on the leaderboard, the casual people are still probably clicking on someone on the leaderboard. So if you get someone outside that leaderboard, I think it's a good spot. You might want to refresh to just make sure things didn't move. It's probably down in this little corner right here. Oh, it might crush your filters if you do the full page reload.
It's all good. It's all good. We'll get it back here. NBA basketball. This is going to show you how Profitable works. Very easy once you're inside to find your filters. Now, this is a promo for points, rebounds, points, assists, threes, and some more markets that I know are coming to Profitable eventually.
Yep.
But let's see some DK. Get back to the view.
It looks like it did move.
It looks like it did move. Is right. Because now we're seeing a whole new, our best boy Duncan Robinson showing up that under assists.
Yeah, let's keep going down the board a little bit too, because now these top guys, these best risk free opportunities aren't go to the next page aren't some of these top guys, which does happen. But I mean, you could take a long shot if you want. Otherwise, you look at some of the other players. I mean, I don't love
Miles Turner, bro. I'm not betting on Chris Middleton to kick of the court.
No, I'm not loving what we're seeing.
No, and I guess I'm gonna. While I'm scrolling here, I do want to check PTO and just like I had Flag open for 3-pointers. What market was that? Is that rebounds we saw?
No, we saw assists.
Yeah,
you can pop back over, but that gave you the main gist of it. I mean, we missed Cooper Flag, but that happens. Like the lines are going to move. So
I forgot.
It seems like even 4.5 there would have been a good bet for us.
Yes. Yeah, and as we see here, like this was quite literally as we were just talking right there, some movement happening on Flag. All right, so let's go through like one or two more games, and we'll lock in our KOTC because like if things have moved, and we'll just get another refresh in and see like what pops up here. Let's like one or two more games here.
Go down, see what else we got. What any good ones we have on the schedule?
I guess beauty's in the eye of the beholder when it comes to the NBA schedule. I guess Magic Thunder probably qualified for like the best game, though it's an 8.5 point spread.
8.5. Yeah, I think the Bulls and the Bucks is the late games are all 2.5 or 3.5. They're still not great, but
yeah, like the spreads are closer. But are we dealing with like the best quality of basketball? That's of course two entirely different questions right there. But Giannis is playing, and Giannis versus the Bulls is always one of those fun things that has no meaning, but he does have that great track record. Let's see, pull it up.
They were talking about him getting traded to the Bulls for a little while. There's a lot of market movement on that.
On Giannis too. Wow, I didn't read that. I also haven't really been fully tapped in, but Giannis to the Bulls. I mean, I feel like we could just quickly have this talk, and like I'm curious your thoughts. Like, obviously, Giannis, one of the best players that like we've seen, like stud, champion, etc. Like, do you really want to pay him all this money now for him to like ride to the sunset at this point? Because I feel like we're kind of getting maybe to the point where it's like, is he worth giving up like tons of future assets for?
Yeah.
Where do you stand on the part? Do you think it's not worth it?
I think it's worth it. I think it's definitely worth it. I mean, he's like a once in a lifetime. Oh, we have a trade right now. Let me
please
announce it. Jaren Jackson Jr. is on the move.
Okay.
Jaren Jackson Jr. Big trade. John Conchar, Jock Landale, Vince Williams Jr. to Utah for Walter Clayton, Kyle Anderson, Taylor Hendricks, Georges Niang, and 3 first-rounders. So a kind of large package just went down. That Jaren Jackson Jr. is like 7 foot and averages like 3 rebounds a game. Have you seen the tweets today about like the Bulls guy who's like 5'7" and averaging more rebounds per game than Jaren Jackson?
Yes, and yes. Okay, so here's a straight from Shams here. Jaron Jackson, John Kochar, Jack Landale, Vince Williams for the Jazz, for Walter Clayton, Kyle Anderson, Terry Joyce Young, and 3 future first round picks. That is, to be honestly, kind of a crazy. Obviously, those markets and those games are expecting to. Well, I guess they're playing. Memphis is not playing today, no, and the Jazz are also not playing. So I guess no market movement based on this news. Good to know. But this is a pretty obviously big thing for the league moving forward and fresh off the press, 141.
Yeah, that's wild.
There's
But
gotta
back
do
to Giannis. To your
Yeah.
point, yes, Giannis is still only 31. I mean, not that he's got multiple good years less than him. Left in him. Won multiple MVPs in the NBA, won NBA championships, like
Mhm.
one of the better defensive players in the NBA. I absolutely think if you can, the Bucks should never let Giannis walk in any way, shape, or form. Like they have. I talked about this on our stream and the Profitable stream last Thursday. Like
Mhm.
Giannis is a guy who wanted to stay in Milwaukee and like built Milwaukee back up. Like there's probably no one else in the NBA who's like, yeah, I want to go to Milwaukee and and build up the Bucks franchise at this point. So like they should do nothing to get rid of him, but every team should be involved in trying to get him, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't have the take that's not worth it. I was just kind of like I've seen it be service, so I was curious as where your thoughts are because like I don't disagree where you have a guy who's obviously like at his peak and can elevate you to like great lengths, MVP, champion, etc. Um, and like Milwaukee failed him. Like we can all like it really does go back to like bringing Doc Rivers and like tearing it all down. Like if you want, like I can't blame Giannis at this point for saying like get me off this team. Like you can't, I can't.
Yeah, no, I agree.
All right, so let's
I
do a
agree.
I mean, Sixers Suns. Like, again, we can talk some Suns Blazers. Like, did a quick run through of the EV screen, and nothing new was popping that's like widely available. So it seems to be like a pretty stagnant. Besides, like the one crossfire we actually got ourselves involved in with some of the market
Yeah.
moves.
Hey,
Which
we got a couple good ones in though.
yeah, no complaints. Not saying that in a bad way, by any means. Celtics Mavs. So I'm gonna reload Profit Duel as well quickly and see if anybody that I like. Uh,
Popped up. Yeah, see what it looks like.
Getting Andre Drummond, Daniel Gafford, and Miles Turner. So
No,
not much sexier at the moment.
no, it didn't get. Sometimes you got to just refresh it and look around, see, and try to get someone sexy in there. But
No, of course it's
that's the beauty of it. You can go back and refresh whenever you want. Get a risk-free opportunity.
and
I'm
try to
not really
target
seeing a
someone.
ton of other stuff pop up on my end either. So I mean, even if we don't go off that, who would you want to? If we had Cooper Flag before, do you want to just stick on Cooper Flag and take a bet on Cooper Flag, and that'll be our king of the court?
Yeah, I can definitely get behind that. Which market should we lock in? Let's try to just find the best overall market for Flag. It was rebounds before, but I guess the move would just be to just take the most the current bet that has the highest EV on DK for the promo.
Mhm.
So let's get Cooper Flag up and run through some markets here. Unless you see something quickly here, but 3-pointers, I mean, against Boston, 147. I mean, not really great. Assists before was 4.5. I mean, the 120 still isn't terrible ever. It's actually pretty good. Not like amazing number, amazing EV, but it still is like a decent number.
Yeah.
Emphasis on decent. PRA 21 to 110. I'm just curious what his rebounds are as well.
Yeah, see what go down the ladder a little bit. Maybe we get it. Maybe we just go down and see. Maybe DK's got a good all. Nope, Vandal's got him beat.
Yeah, alt pricing not ideal on rebound prop. Honestly, assist prop maybe down the ladder. Didn't really check. This is blocks. I mean, this is blocks KOTC, even though it's not the best price. Caesars is, but accidental click on blocks there. Let's go for assists. Now FanDuel still leading in price by a very big margin, actually, over on DK here.
Huh. Well, I mean, Seems like we should go with the assist market and ride him into the sunset here tonight. See what happens.
Yes, I agree. 120. Okay, so I'm going with Cooper Flag for the KOTC.
Lock it in.
I'm locking it in. Just one more run through the EV, just anything pops up, and then we'll just call it right now. But just to confirm what we bet so far, so we're locking in Cooper Flag for King of the Court. Took a parlay of Bub Carrington 4+ bounds, Alexander Sarr under 6.5 bounds, Jokic triple double, Doncic 3 threes. Straight bets: Duncan Robinson under assists, Bub Carrington 4+ bounds, Peyton Pritchard under 24.5. Oh, over, excuse me, 24.5 PRA. All right, so let's lock in. Let's see, player assists, Cooper Flag, KOTC. All right, so we're rooting for KOTC for Mr. Flag, and quick run through, see if anything new has popped up on the EV screen, but a lot of stale stuff at Combi Books, Hard Rock. Definitely feel free to be betting these guys if you have the availability to bet on these lines. Would be if I could.
I rip everything Hard Rock related if it's available to me. I only get $10 in, so take my couple cents of EV and move on with my life.
Absolutely. Tobias Harris, very low DV, low 6s, 5s. We bet this Pritchard. We got actually minus 105, so we already even still have a good line at this 5.9% EV, so we have even better than that. Larson assists. Could be a sneaky quick ad right here.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm going to add this right now as well, so let me pull it up, but you're making me log in again. There's no way I've been that inactive. Okay, lock this in 265 or MGM. What team is that guy?
It's brutal.
Hawks Heat. All right. Down to the 5s, 365s, anything. Trying to fade our boy Cooper Flag. Not today. We're not fading Cooper Flag today. Julian Champagne assists right here, under 5.5 rebounds, excuse me. Minus 125 is best, actually 365. Is this worth pulling trigger at DK if you can't bet 365?
It looks like FanDuel's at minus 166. Yeah, you've seen it. So no, not a bad ad. There's a couple unders coming through, but I'm seeing Julian Champagne's points under too. So something must have just moved. Someone must have been, betting into him.
I'm taking it. I just bet Champagne under, and I still got to get that other Penny Larson in as well. But okay, just like that, we're locking in some beauties. All right.
Sweet.
All right, boys. That's going to wrap it up.
Decent card.
What's up?
A decent card.
Decent card. Very decent card, especially for the timing of day that we got involved in a bunch of different things. Fun prop markets, of course. And let me just see this is Larson. I got to lock it in. I will do that right now, boys. So thank you all for hopping in. I'll be streaming definitely tomorrow, boys. So I'll keep you guys all posted on when. We'll definitely get some Super Bowl content in. Obviously, the big game is this upcoming weekend, and we'll do one stream every single bet that we're taking for the Super Bowl. Exact scores, anything EV we find, first touchdowns, we'll just lock it all in before Sunday. So plan for that this week. I'll see you guys next time, boys. Appreciate you guys for all tuning in, and good luck on your bets today. Peace, everybody.
See you, everyone.